Alright, so let's look at subtools. Subtools are tools within tools, and what we're going to be doing is starting out with a very basic, let's go to project and choose the default cube. So by double clicking on it, it happens to appear. I chose this one because it has a ground plane already defaulted and it's just easy to explain. Let's go to subtool and then hit duplicate. Let's go to the bottom one and let's go to the move tool. Now make sure symmetry is off under transform. Click and drag across from one corner of the box to the next, and then grab the middle one, the middle red, and then you can move the box over. So now I have two boxes. Okay, let's go back to draw. Now these are separate subtools. I can switch between either one of them. Each one of them has the ability to have as much detail or as little detail, as many colors or as no colors, polypaint or no polypaint. That's what's the greatest. At an elementary level, however, let's look at some of the things that we can learn just real quickly about subtools, and we'll go on to more complex things later. Such as the merging of subtools. So if I have two subtools and I want to merge them together, I can go to merge. And then I can say merge visible. Now if I'm on the top one, it'll ask me something different. Merge down. I'll hit OK. So now I have two. How do I separate them? Well, to separate subtools, you can go to polygroups and you can say auto group. And then you can see the frame. Under polyframe, there's a green one and a red one. This will indicate what gets separated. Under subtools, we can go to split. And we can say group split. Hit OK. This will again break them up into two separate subtools. I'll merge them down again. So you can see it's pretty non-destructive. I can go back and forth. Now, if you go like this, let's say I turn on symmetry. So activated symmetry. And right now I have a symmetry of this point being active and that point over there not being active. See, like I don't have anything on this side on my left hand side. So if I went to edit this piece, it wouldn't edit the other cube. If I turn on this button, local symmetry, it now allows me to do that. So now anything I do on the right one allows me to do on the left one, because it moves the symmetry to the local position of the two objects that are now merged. Okay, so that's a pretty handy feature. Now if I was to ever go and just export this, let's say into Maya, what would happen here is under export I have group. So without this button on, let's with it on, let's look at what it does. Let's go to export. Oops. Export this to the desktop. And then in Maya, I'll just go File Import. Okay. I have a cube, and either one of them I can click on. Okay, let's go back. And let's say I wanted to uncheck that and then export. Okay, let's go to Maya and import that. This time they act as one. Why are they inside out? Well, that's called backface culling. Notice I have backface culling on. So another feature down below in the export range is flip. So I can uncheck flip export box, and import, and now they're correct. So I'll have another video about importing and exporting, but for right now I wanted to show you what subtools were and how to manage them between Zbrush and Maya, and in Zbrush just at an elementary level. We'll look at more complicated things later, but for right now, enjoy.